it's been some time, but there's something on my mind. You see, I haven't been the same since that cold November day. Well, I grew up listening to Waylon Jennings and Johnny Cash and Marty Robbins and all that, so those are my big inspirations. And now I've evolved into a huge Justin Moore fan, and I actually got to sing with him on the coast I think a week and a half ago. He just pulled me up on stage because he remembered me, and Miranda Lambert's a huge inspiration too. So artists like that, and I think growing up around the country and everything, and having a hunting camp that we go to, still have it, and just the scenery that you have here in Mississippi is beautiful. I take pictures all the time. It's really bad. Don't do this. I take pictures going down the road. It's actually really hard. I'm like, don't do it. It's bad. But I take pictures, and because it's so pretty, and it'll be just a field. I took one that was a field, and it had one tree in the middle, and it was so pretty, and I put it on Instagram and all that. So I love doing that kind of stuff. And I was in the woods the other day by my house and took a picture of our old tire swing, stuff like that. It's memories of when I was a kid, and everything that I've grown up around.
Mm-hmm. I do that too. My brother's a big photographer as well.
Yeah, it's bad. Don't take pictures while you drive.
No. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's probably the next thing they'll start talking about. Don't shoot a movie while you're driving.
Yeah, really.
How was your Halloween? What did you go with?
For Halloween, I just kind of hung out with, I have a friend, her name's Allie, and we go motor riding together, and her kids dressed up last night, and they were really cute, so I hung out with her a little bit, and I don't really dress up for Halloween anymore, because, there's really only a few things girls my age like to dress up as, and I just didn't feel like dressing up this year. I guess I was,
I don't know. Dolly Parton.
That's true, I could have been, or something,
What about the CMAs? You gonna watch that tonight?
CMAs I am gonna watch tonight. I wish I could be there, but I've gotten a lot of encouragement on Twitter, like you'll be there soon and all this and stuff. So I hope I'll be there next year. I went to the CMT Music Awards because me and Colton presented, but hopefully next year I'll be at the CMAs. I am gonna watch tonight though.
How did for the CMAs? Could you get invited to that just as a guest, or?
Well, usually when you get invited, it's like you have a label behind you and everything, and that's what pushes it. So I'm not signed right now, so we're still trying to work on that. It's been a long road, so we're still working on it.
Yeah. Do you get recognized around town, around here in Jackson?
I do. I get recognized in Mississippi more than anywhere because, everybody watched it and stuff. And I don't ever try to sound, big-headed when I say that. But, I do get noticed a lot because I'm in my home state. It's not as much in other places, but here it is. And are you who we think you are? And I'm like, yeah,
Even when you're not dolled up? Or?
Yeah, exactly. I was actually at Subway this morning, and I had a polo hat on and just shorts and t-shirts. Are you who we think you are? I was like, yeah. So I look like crap most of the times. And
and tell me a little bit about what you've been up to since the tour ended. I know your album and that kind of thing, but just anything else that you've been doing?
Well, I am trying to start an album. I have to be signed for that, and we're working on that, me and my management company. And, I'm very young, so if it doesn't happen right now, then, I can always still do music and everything. I'm never going to stop doing music, but I've been doing a lot of national anthems. I have some shows coming up. I'm actually flipping the switch at Graceland this month, and I'll do a little show there, and so stuff like that, but I am still trying to get signed. That's my ultimate goal, so I can make an album, because I have a lot of great music that I think people would love.
Good. And is there anything you can tell us about the album right now, or?
Well, since I'm not signed, there is no album in the works right now. It hasn't been talked about. What we're really focusing on is finding a label that wants to work with me and wants to make an album. But I have so many ideas for it. I have a lot of great songs that I've written and co-written, and everything on the album would probably be either co-written or written by me. Maybe a few wouldn't be, but mostly all of it would. And just some music, that represents me. No matter what it sounds like, it'll be something that represents me.
I know you don't want to say names, but what do you look for in a label right now?
I'm not sure. Well, there's a lot of different things. My management company is looking at a lot of different labels, and I really just want someone that'll stand by me and know that I'm not just I want to be myself. I want to make that the rockin' kind of country and everything, and then I have my sweet songs. I have my kick butt songs and all that. Just a label that believes in me and wants to work with me and doesn't want me to just fit into a mold.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any Christmas material or anything like that?
I do have a song called Redneck Christmas. I don't sing it much because a lot of the shows I have, I do have one Christmas show. I won't be singing it there because it is a kid's show and it's not a bad song, but you can imagine what Redneck Christmas would be. And so I do have that song, but I don't write many Christmas songs because you can only use them for like 2 months out of the year. So.
How'd the tour go? What did you think?
Oh yeah, the tour was awesome. All my friends, the other top 9 or top 10, the other ones, they're awesome. I actually sent them a message earlier, a group message, and said hey, and I loved them and I miss them. It's really hard. It was hard on tour because I went straight from being on the show to I came home for like 2.5 days. And then went straight back out there, got ready for finale. Then only came home for like 2 days, and then went straight to tour. So I appreciated it so much, but it was so hard because I went straight from everything to just tour. It was hard.
And when you're traveling around, you do meet a lot of fans, not just in the South, but in some of the other cities?
Yeah, I was actually surprised that, we all had so many fans in every single state. There's people that love Jessica here and everything, and pop music is big here, but it's mostly country and everything, but they love Jessica and they love Josh and Holly and everything. But then we went over to LA and people loved country music, so it's really cool to see that.
Great. You started singing pretty young. I think Blair told me you was in the car just riding around. Tell me about that.
Well, when I was little, I would just go in the car, and my dad would put on Waylon Jennings, or my mom would put on like a musical, and I would just sing at the top of my lungs in the back of the car, and everybody would be like, "Shut up," like my cousins. So I started when I could talk, really singing.
Any church or school choirs or anything?
Oh yeah, I was in choir every year at school, and then at church I've sang a couple times. So wherever I could sing, really, I did.
Yeah. You mentioned Waylon Jennings. What are some of the other artists that you liked growing up?
Oh well, Waylon Jennings, Marty Robbins, Johnny Cash, Patsy Cline, all those good artists. Dolly Parton. I was obsessed with Dolly Parton. I still love her. My favorite CD of hers is White Limousine, and I love every single song on that CD. So I used to go around singing those songs every single day.
What about people your age and country music fans your age and maybe even artists your age? It's sort of like you're going back in time and bringing back some of the classics and like Marty Robbins and Patsy Cline, introducing them to a younger audience. What's that like?
Well, I know that like a lot of the younger audience now, they just know what's on radio, and it's really sad to me because they don't ever go back and look at the great songs, like Merle Haggard and George Jones. And I know that they wouldn't maybe specifically sell on radio today. I wish they would, but it would be kind of hard. But that's what made country music what it is today. It's evolved and everything. And I love to always have some of that kind of feel in my songs, and then some songs that are kind of the new kind of feel. Because, country's like country rock, country pop now. And I know I never go too close to the country pop stuff, but I do have some more modern songs and then some older sounding songs, So I like to mix it up and put a lot of stuff together.
Now you auditioned in Houston, right?
I did.
For Idol. Tell me a little bit about that, kind of that first
Lord.
song, and what was that like?
It was really nerve-wracking. You're one of like thousands and thousands of people there, and you never think that you're going to get to the next round, let alone 5th place. Like, I never knew I'd get to 5th place. And so it's really nerve-wracking. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't think you're going to make it through, but then you end up making it through, and then it's like, well, I won't make the next one, and you do, and it's just it spirals out of control, and you're like, I don't know what to do. But it's a lot of fun. It's a blessing.
What was it like kind of going the country route on a show like American Idol with so many different genres that you're competing against?
Well, I always knew that if I made it, I am country. I'm country, and my voice sounds country. I do country music. I write country music. So there was never a thought in my mind of like, well, if it would be better for me, I'm going to do pop music. Like, it was always, I'm going to be singing country. And if I'm singing a pop song, I will make it country. So that's always been a mindset for me, and because really I wouldn't feel comfortable singing any other music. So it was something that wasn't a question.
And, who took you out to Houston? Was it just
My mom.
Your mom? Okay.
My mom's been with me like every step of the way. You know, when I was younger and I did the 2 Broadway musical tours, she was with me the whole time, and she was with me till the day I turned 18, and then she couldn't come with me anymore. So, because they only let minors bring their parents. So, but she has been with me my whole life, and I love her very much for it.
You still go back and help her with the hamburgers?
Yeah, I go there sometimes and everything. You know, I've been kind of slacking off while I've been home. I need to go do something.